Does this fan theory prove that Loki survived Avengers Infinity War? So, right off the bat, spoilers? But we suppose the title gave that away. Ever since Infinity War came out this past spring, fan theories have been flooding the internet, and while the Blu-ray and digital release is just a few weeks away for eagle-eyed fans to skim through every detail, that's not stopping theatergoers from continuing to formalize new theories based on their many screenings, and one theory in particular may actually prove how Loki could have survived the events of Infinity War. Now, on first, second, and 10th viewing, we're all pretty sure we saw Loki die at the start of Infinity War, but Redditor Radkarth dropped the idea that the god of mischief might have lived on the fan theories subreddit page last week. Radkarth points out that the trickster god is right-handed, as can be seen in how often he's using his right hand to do things like present the Tesseract, wield weapons, and slick back those luscious, greasy locks. But during the opening scene of Infinity War, Loki uses his left hand to wield a dagger and threaten Thanos. Why his left this time? Radkarth points out that the only other time we see Loki use his left hand is in Thor: The Dark World, when he fakes his death by using an illusion of himself. And the flipped image Loki theory has been gaining some ground online, with lots of fans not only appreciating the attention to detail it takes to notice this very subtle difference, but also hoping that it is, in fact, true, and that Loki lives. If it is true, then the real Loki could either have hidden elsewhere on that part of the ship during the Thanos throwdown, or he could even be with the other half of the Asgardians who escaped that skirmish, including Valkyrie and new friends Korg and Meek.
He's freaking gone.
So while this theory is giving Hiddlestoners and Lokivores hope that their main man somehow survived to pull another trick or two, others are not so hopeful. Some fans argue that if Loki's death was just another trick of the trickster god, it takes away the importance of his sacrifice and also erases some of the stakes built up by showing right off the bat in Infinity War that Thanos is super powerful and is taking no prisoners. Honestly, we want Radkarth's theory to be true, if only for how awesome it would be for this whole thing to have been part of Loki's grand scheme. But other sharp-eyed fans have found evidence that could already debunk the theory, like the fact that Loki fights with both his left and right hands in the Dark World, so him pulling a knife on Thanos with his left hand doesn't confirm that he survived, it might just show that he can fight with either hand. Plus, something as simple as the staging of that scene could explain why Loki would have been hiding the dagger in his left hand. It was the side of his body that he could more easily hide the weapon from Thanos and the Black Order. Also, he was handing over the Tesseract with his right hand, which would make a right hand stab logistically pretty difficult. But although there are some holes to poke in this argument, we still think this fan theory is pretty cool, and we'd be super on board if Marvel were to reveal that Loki did, in fact, survive Infinity War. Regardless, all will be revealed when Avengers 4 hits theaters in May of 2019, but what do you folks think? Did Loki really die, or was it an illusion? If he survived, then where did he run off to? And wouldn't it be sad if he survived Thanos' choke, only to then be killed by Thanos' snap? All that work for nothing! Let's discuss. Be sure to like, subscribe, and smash that little bell to get notified every time we drop a video, like today with the latest episode of The Dan Cave. He's breaking down that Uncle Ben fan theory from Spider-Man Homecoming. Check it out right now.